Hi, welcome to Gestamp Talk. Today, we are very glad to have Mr. Francisco Lebelas, the Executive Chairman of Gestamp, as our guest. Gestamp is a multinational company specialized in the design, development, and manufacture of highly engineered metal components for the main vehicle manufacturers. It develops products with an innovative design to produce lighter and safer vehicles, which offer lower energy consumption and a lower environmental impact. Its products cover the areas of body in white, chassis, and mechanisms. The company is present in 24 countries with 115 production plants, 13 R&D centers, and a workforce of more than 43,000 employees worldwide. Its turnover in 2024 was 12,000 millions. Gestamp is listed on the Spanish stock exchange under the ticker GEST. Gestamp has established a robust global presence. Since entering China in 2007, the company has experienced rapid growth, setting up manufacturing bases in multiple cities and becoming deeply integrated into the Chinese automotive ecosystem. The company began operations in China with a plant in Kunshan, and today there are 13 plants, 2 R&D centers, and more than 5,000 employees already. Welcome to Auto Shanghai 2025.
Yeah, thank you very much. I am excited to be here.
At the beginning, can you give us a brief introduction about your company?
Yeah, of course. Gestamp is right now the world leader in the design and manufacturing of metal components for auto. We are tier 1. Mm-hmm. We have plants in different countries in the world, in 24 countries. Mm-hmm. We are running 115 industrial plants, and we have right now around 44,000 employees, associates with us. No? So we try to help our customers to build cars which are lighter and safer in case of an accident, mm-hmm. and at a good cost. No? Yeah. So this is what we do all over the world to support our customers.
What kind of innovative products and solutions is showcasing at this show?
Yeah, well, I think in terms of Gestamp, we are manufacturing components for the area of the body in white. Mm-hmm. Then we also do for chassis components and also some kind of mechanisms. And nowadays we are also developing ideas around the battery boxes. No? In terms of the body in white now, the most important product that we are now announcing is the everything around the mega stampings. Mega stampings means that now we are able to produce parts which are big parts, which we are able to make it in one single stroke by a hot forming press. Mm-hmm. And we do like door rings and also the floor, or different kind of structures. No? In the area of chassis, we are now working and developing new ideas around rear axle with different ideas for, especially for EVs, mm-hmm. mechanism for sliding doors and battery boxes. Yeah. Okay, we have a lot of product today here to showcase.
It's obvious that with the rising of the EV industry, it creates a lot of opportunity for your company, right?
Yeah, because you know that from the beginning we try to help our customers to reduce the weight in order to reduce emissions. Mm-hmm. But now to focus in lightweight is very good because we are able to help our customers, or EV customers, to increase the range of the battery. So most of the product that we do are focused in lightweighting, mm-hmm. and lightweighting is very important for EVs. And now everything around the battery and the battery box is a real opportunity for us because it's also related to lightweight and safety. No?
Yes. So how to balance that?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you balance the lightweighting and the safety, specifically related to the battery box?
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, we are experts in everything which comes to the high-strength steels. So that means that we are able to manufacture with hot stamping and other kind of technologies. So mm-hmm. we are able to reduce the thickness of the part, but at the same time, we are increasing the safety requirements in terms of a crash. So that's why our product has a very good combination and also the good price, because you can try to have it with aluminum and extrusion or castings, but doing in hot stamping, in steel hot stamping, I think we have a very good combination in terms of cost also.
Yeah, when we talk about the manufacturing, actually the carbon emission reduction become a key for the future. Can you share with us what's your target for the carbon reduction and how you process these kind of actions?
Well, of course, it's very important for us and for the auto industry. First of all, what we do is try to help customers to reduce CO2 emissions by all our strategies around lightweighting. But if we can talk about our own emissions, we have a clear strategy in our ESG plan until 2025 and further beyond. In the case of Scope 2, that means energy that we are using in our plants, we are nowadays, in many plants all over the world, we are using renewables. And we have our target that we are going to be neutral in Scope 2 by 2030. In the case of the Scope 1, basically we are not using too much fossils, but we do have some furnaces for the hot stamping lines and for painting. So we have a strategy and investment in place, and we are going to be neutral, and we have our target to be neutral in Scope 1 by 2045. And the most challenging part of it is coming from Scope 3, so the emissions which are coming from our suppliers. And in this case, the most important part of our emissions is coming from the manufacturing of steel. So what we are doing now is working with different steel mills, trying to use our scrap that is generated in our industrial processes, trying to sell this scrap in order to be able to have a new steel, new green steel in order to manufacture our components. So we are reducing our footprint in terms of CO2, and also we are working in circularity. So I think we have a very solid strategy in terms of CO2 emissions.
How's the journey in China when you evaluate the value of the China market to the group?
Yeah, for us, China is very, very relevant. It's the market which is really growing. Not only last year, but in the last 5 years, China has been able to grow while the overall production in the world has been decreasing. So if we want to be leader in the world, we need to be leader here in China. So it's a very important priority for us. We started back in 2008, and now we are running with 13 plants, and today it's representing around 14% of our sales in 2024. So of course our target is to increase our position in China. China is representing right now more than 1/3 of global production, so we have room to go. I think we have innovation, we have very good facilities, we have very good teams here. So we are excited about the opportunity to grow in China, and also to grow and to expand the work that we are doing with the Chinese domestic companies, that they are doing a very good job.
When we talk with a lot of global companies, one of their headache is that in China, it should be fast, it should be flexible, and the local R&D support, and also you should be cost effectiveness. How can you achieve that?
It's not easy. It's not easy because here right now is the most competitive market in the world. And it's true, it's a matter of cost and price, but it's also a matter of speed. I mean, so any innovation, they want to do it, and they want to do it now, not in 1 year or 2 years, they want to do it now. So I think we need to have our teams very well prepared in order to react quickly, to have the best technology, because if not, it's very difficult in a very competitive market, and then in parallel try to focus on price and cost. I think so far, I think we have started here as mainly because of our technology, but now I think our plants are also very, very competitive. And now when it comes that some of the Chinese companies are starting their globalization, I think we are going to be a very good partner, because now we understand how they think and how they act in China, but we can provide them with our footprint all over the world. So that means that we can play Chinese for them, but being global. Helping them to go to Europe or go to South America or to other places. So this is moving.
Yeah, I think that's really important, because more and more Chinese OEMs, actually they have planned, or they're already on the road to go globally. Any suggestion from you if they want to be successful outside of China?
Well, it's difficult for me to give advices to them, but it's true that in the beginning, in the last years, they have been able to grow, and to grow very much in China. It's been only last 3-4 years that some company has started to export. And it's only 2-3 years that they are starting to become global and starting to open plants all over the world. Of course, you need to have a critical mass. Not every single player in China can be global. Only some of them will be able to be global opening plants. So that means that probably some kind of consolidation, even in the China market, should happen. But going outside from China means that you need to realize that the kind of ecosystem that you are going to find outside from China is going to be different. It's going to be different environment in the economy, different relationship with the unions and governments. And the most important part of it is that the suppliers. The suppliers is the way of working with suppliers is completely different in America or in Europe compared with China. So that means that whenever they go, they need to decide how much they want to do inside, how much they want to outsource, and how they are going to develop suppliers, whether they will try to push some Chinese suppliers to go, whether they need to work with existing suppliers. So this kind of relationship with suppliers and what to do in-house and not, I think is going to be key for them.
Yeah, there is a really critical for them because we see that you do as Rome's do, right?
Yeah.
And not do as you here, but take a different way outside of China.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I think the environment is going to be different. The costs are going to be different. Energy, labor, everything is going to be different. But I think in China, I mean, the suppliers are so competitive, and there is so many suppliers all around the world that it's not so easy to develop these suppliers. But it's not the same when you go outside. So then either you need to live with the suppliers there and the way they are moving, or you need to develop new systems. So that's why I think we have a very good advantage in Gestamp, because now we are working here, we know how they work here, and we try to move what they do here and try to adapt this system to what we can offer in other countries. No? I think this is an opportunity for us, and we are excited about working with them in their globalization. We are already doing that in many countries in Europe or even in America or even in Asia.
Here there is also a trend that more and more OEM and suppliers actually they leverage the ability in automotive industry to go to emerging industries such as the AI, physical AI, and the low altitude economy, this kind of emerging industries. Will you have the plan or?
It depends on what kind of products you manufacture. As you know, we are doing metal components, and metal components sometimes are not easy for flying vehicles, no? For instance. But we do work with them in trying to provide ideas around lightweighting. Maybe we can help. And of course, it's more and more intelligence in the cars. The kind of parts that we are producing, again, are not that much more impacted by anything around this intelligence or autonomous driving or whatever we are talking about, sensors or connectivities. But of course, we need to have the place in order to be able to have all this intelligence in the car. No? I think auto sector is moving very fast, and sometimes to think about diversification and to work in another sectors similar, it could be good, but it could also be a problem because you need to be focused. Today, just to be able to go with our customers globally and to develop new ideas, it requires a lot of effort in terms of people and a lot of money. So sometimes we prefer to get focused and not to start diversification because we have a lot of growth to do. We had basically in 2000 we were a company of 200 million euros turnover, and last year we ended up with 12 billion. So we have been able to grow, and we are intending to keep on growing inside our range of products.
Focusing. Focusing in the automotive industry.
Because you need to be the best in this sector. If you are not the best, it's game over. So if you do many things, you cannot be the best in everything.
That makes sense. How do you see the potential of the China market in the future 5 to 10 years?
It's to grow. I mean,
to grow. How big?
I told you before. I mean, last year our sales in China represented 13-14% of our total sales, and China is representing right now 33% of global market. So we need to catch up. It's going to be difficult because this is here right now the most demanding market. So you need to have the best technology, and at the end of the day, be very fast and be very competitive. And the kind of competition that we see today in China is very high. I mean, the market is doing well, but even if the market is doing well, not all the players, suppliers and OEMs are earning money. And to be sustainable in the long run, you need to be able to grow and to earn money. So that's why I think in some moment of time it has to be a consolidation in the supplier base and also at the level of our customers. And we think we can be a very good player in this kind of consolidation.
Actually, it becomes more difficult to make profits here because of the competition.
It's the most demanding market. The prices we see here You don't see this kind of prices everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So of course the volume, the critical mass is high. So if you are successful, you can grow a lot, but you need to be very efficient and very fast, because it takes half of the time to develop a new vehicle here in China than the kind of time that we need in Europe. So I think if we are able to be successful in China, we will be successful everywhere.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How many times you visit China?
Well, many times. I started to visit China like 5 years before we started our first operation. So I started to visit China already since 2002, 2003. And right now, this is now my second time here in China, probably will be 3. I've been visiting. I also was with the visit of the president of Spain, and so I am also member. I am president of the chamber of commerce between Spain and China. So that means that I need to come here a lot, and it's always a pleasure because everything is moving very fast. So it's exciting to come to China. Sometimes in Europe we are a little bit sleeping, so we need to come here to wake up.
To wake up. Have you ever tried Chinese EV in person?
Yes. Anytime here they may make me try some cars, and all of them are doing well. It's been a big jump in terms of the quality of the cars and the design. In the last 5 years, it's been a tremendous change. Now you see very good EV cars with a good range in terms of batteries. If you go in the interior side, it's very good. The screens are very high. Everything around autonomous driving is working perfectly. So I think it's been a very big jump in the Chinese industry in just 5 years.
5 years, yes. Since changed a lot in the last 5 years.
A lot, yeah, it's crazy.
Anything you want to say to your Chinese customers?
Well, position here, we are here to stay, and I think we can be a very good partner. We have prepared a very nice booth here. We are presenting all our innovations, and of course, we want to be their partners. And like always, we need to be. We could be able to help them in their globalization. We are able to help them in terms of technology with our new ideas around lightweighting and chassis. We have a very good team here in China, and I think we can offer to be very fast and also very cost efficient.
So last question, anything you want to say to your Chinese team here?
Well, I think I am very satisfied of what we are doing here. I mean, we are growing, and we are growing in the most challenging market in the world. And the kind of things that we are doing in China is the kind of best practices that now we need to use all over the world. So now China, in many different areas, is now the reference for the rest of our facilities all over the world. So now I think they very good job, but they cannot sleep. They need to keep on moving the same way they have been moving in the last years, and it's going to be very good for the global group of Gestamp. So, yeah, I always want to thank them because they are doing a very good job.
Okay, thank you for your time.
No, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
good.